go ahead and let it that way when they come to announce you. I'm already ready to rock. Oh, okay. Hold on, I guess let's wait for Ed to announce you, then you gotta get up and cover and then lag. I thought I don't wanna do anything for production. And then they'll be looking at me like, okay, what are you doing? Put up the book. And my name was I will be looking for today, this morning. In some places, it's what happened?
Think of your two personal favorite accomplishments. That would be the big
Semi-final UK. Kentucky? Yeah, that's what I thought.
Okay. Jose, where are you from? I'm from Puerto Rico. I didn't see you from Jersey.
Okay, that sounds good.
If you want to have someone else here for the table, they're able to do the clocks. We're going to have 2 videos anyway. So if there's someone not doing anything, you want to grab them real quick, let me do the clocks if you want to get some more, and the breaks and all that. You want to do it today?
But there's nobody available right now. We're John's not here.
Yeah, I know John's there now.
Exactly. So we lost one. It's okay. I got it.
No, you can. You all can, but you want to make it easier.
I know. But yeah, we already went through the whole thing with them on that.
No. I understand. I'm going to be standing here instead of using that mic in those matches. I'm just going to do it from right here. And now, I'll direct the cameras. His camera will go over to those guys. So I don't know where I want to be positioned. Let's see. No. Stand in the middle of them. Right in the middle of them. So that way they get a whole shot. Reason clear together. In case they wanted that shot, that looks good. And I'm going to introduce you as the left rep. Okay. All right, good morning, ladies. Are you ready? We're good? All right. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Here we are on day 2 of the 𝗵𝗺𝗀𝗶𝗰 Championships. Now we have 2 very special players coming up to you this morning. So to kick it off today, without further ado, let us introduce our 2 players. First up, coming to us from Stockton-on-Tees, UK. He's a semifinalist in the UK Pro Tour. He nearly shot a 147 with his American Q. So we'll see how he does on the Chinese 8-ball tables here today with the 8-ball event. He is playing out of room 21, known as Cappuccino. It's John Chapman. And his opponent, coming to us from Owensboro, Kentucky. He's the Evansville, Indiana Arthritis Foundation Tournament champion. He's also BJ's Billiards Invitational 8-ball champion. Let's give it up for Brad Hutchins. All right. Gentlemen, you may approach the table to lag for first break. The presiding ref of this match will be 𝗂𝗍𝗺𝗏𝗏. I'll join you guys in the commentary booth so you can hear me online or hit mute if you so desire. right, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining us once again here on day 2 at the America's Hayball Championships inaugural event here in Quincy, Illinois. Coming to you live via Zoom. This event put together by BCA, the official governing body of North American Pool, the Billiard Congress of America, in conjunction with Joy Billiards, featuring the Hayball event. We were introduced to Hayball here in America. 2016, we received our first table, which I was honored to host myself at my pool room in New Jersey. Still residing there for anyone that wants to practice and try it out. We sent players from the U.S. over to China to play in the Wii Masters events, but now they're coming to us on their global tour. We are stop number 1, and here is rack number 1 with John Chapman starting out winning the lag. For those just joining us, this is a race to 7 alternate break format with a 3-point requirement on the break. Those 3 points are satisfied by balls crossing the head string or being pocketed, or any combination of the two. So we have a compliant break. John Chapman selecting the solid group here. Now the table is closed, and that is his group. The table is always open after the break, and they can use any ball to combo any ball into the pocket to claim a group. Obviously, in this scenario, he did not have to. Clear shots of the solids. Let's see. He chooses to pocket the 3 ball now. I don't know if that passes the 10 ball. We'll see. Now, he's sizing it up, so it sure does. Just gonna hold this nice and easy. Nicely done. He does not lock himself against the 10, so he has availability for the 5 ball. Let's see which way he gets on the 7 ball, because the 4 ball is a nice. You could use either the 4 or the 7 to position for the 8 ball as his key ball. Clean up this rack. This is a very nice clean rack so far by John. Ooh, that was an unexpected miss there. So coming to the table, Brad Hutchins from Owensboro, Kentucky. He rattles the 9 ball in the same pocket. So this is his first swing on the table in the match. Immediately allows John Chapman to regain control. Okay, strategic play here, just playing a good hit off of his ball, playing the cue ball up table to the rail. Just a few rule differences to be aware of. In Hayball, you are not allowed to play an intentional foul or call a safe and pocket a ball. It will be considered a foul. This is not a called shot game. If you fluke a ball in, it will count. Even the 8 ball, which seldom happens in this game due to table conditions. The American 2 1/4 inch balls and snooker-sized pockets do not allow for too much luck factor of dropping balls in here. Now this is nearly an impossible shot here, looking at that 5 ball. And the 10 ball's blocking the cross-side bank on the 4, which would be the best shot to take in this scenario, but let's see what this has to do here. Sorry, I had to leave you there for a minute, folks. Had a rules question to clarify with the refs. But we are back now with Mr. with Mr. Hutchins at the table. It was looking like Chapman was going to run away with that first rack. Till that mistake on the 5 ball, which is still on the table. Now Hutchins taking full advantage of that. Turning the tides in rack number 1 with the first one to take a shot at the 8 ball here in the bottom right-hand corner of your screen. A little funny on the stroke, but he got away with it. All right, jumped up a little bit on the shot, but he did pocket that 8 ball, and rack number 1 goes to Brad Hutchins, and he will remain at the table with his break cue with this alternate break format. Now with the 100-minute clock, the time will be stopped while the referee goes to rack the balls, and then the clock will resume once he gives the cue ball to the player breaking. So it is up to the players to consider their time management at the table as well. You see our presiding ref. Presiding ref is 𝗔𝗵𝗺𝗶𝗰. Racking the balls, standardized WPA. Racking rules. We had a full field of 64 players with a waiting list for this first event here in the Americas. Looking to grow that larger next year. First time joining up with the Junior National Championships here in Quincy, Illinois, where the Junior National Championships were hosted at the Oakley-Lindsay Center here this year and last year as well. It's a nice complement to feature the Hay Bowl events. There are also junior events as well. Let's take a look and see. We have 1, 2, 3 points on the break. Now, the same ball crossed the head string and went into a pocket, so that does count as 2 points. Players do not get a timeout at their discretion. There's a standard timeout taken once 6 racks have been played in this race to 7. Out of a possible 13 racks total, go about midway and take a break, allowing 5 minutes for both players. Do this off the 2 balls in the side pocket, it goes. Once again, this is a race to 7 alternate break format for 100 minutes. Whomever is ahead at that time at the 100-minute mark will be declared the winner. If there is a tie at that time, regardless of what the tie is, 4, 5, or 6, the players will go to a shootout for the best of 5 attempts back and forth, 5 innings for each player back and forth to make a altered spot shot. Take a look at the table. There's a line where the rack is racked. The back of the line has a marking where the 8 ball will be spotted, and the cue ball will be at the center of the head string to cut the 8 ball in either corner. They'll go back and forth for 5 innings, and whomever's ahead with that is declared the winner. If they are tied after the shootouts, they go to a sudden death shootout where they will each go back and forth, and the first player to miss an inning will be the loser. We had our first shootout yesterday with our young competitor Sam Henderson and Michael Yednak. Their match went hill, 6-6. Time ran out, with Sam Henderson running out the last 2 racks and making the final 8 ball with like 8 seconds left on the clock. It was a very exciting match. And then in the shootout, unfortunately, he lost 5-2 or 5-3, I believe, in the shootout with Mr. Yednak. And we had Yednak in the booth yesterday joining us for commentary right after that match. There you hear a 10-second warning. The referee will also count down from 5 down to 0, where the player must execute by 0 or it will be a foul ball in hand penalty. The players are allowed 45 seconds on their shot clock, 30 seconds after the break only to make a decision of group of balls. And they each get 1 extension per rack for an additional 30 seconds. Now he sees that the 8 ball was off. It was close. It was a good run, but just falling short here for Brad Hutchins of clearing that table and going up 2-0. Wide open table for John Chapman here. Now with his snooker background, he missed a blue to continue on to a 147, just a few more balls to make that perfect run. Not an easy accomplishment. However, those snooker balls are much smaller than these American pool balls. Now we have a 9-foot table, 50 inches by 100-inch playing surface area, just like American tables with the 𝗔𝗺𝗍𝗶 tables. However, the standard 2¼ inch balls on the hay ball pockets are very, very dangerous. Unforgiving, we say. Side pockets, much more forgiving, but still can be tricky if you're going off the rounded cushion. On American pool tables, side pockets play much tougher than the corners. Here, the sides play easier than the corners. All right, strategic play here by 𝗵𝗵𝗆. Jump cues are allowed in this event. So Brad is going to his bag of tricks there. As you can see, a referee watching the clock. Time does not stop for the equipment, grabbing his equipment. He has not used his extension, so he's not worried. And he just called it. He's got a good angle on this ball. Is his tip aimed high enough on the cue ball to clear that 7 short? No, it was not. Just caught the 7 on the way over. Foul is called. Ball in hand. He did a good job keeping it on the table, even way hitting the top of the 7 ball. But I could tell his tip placement on the cue ball is a little bit too low.
really force the cue ball down far enough. You really have to get that tip higher up on the cue ball. Looking down at the 45-degree angle, you want to be above center ball, especially when you're that close to get a quicker hop. Rattles the 2. Does he get a lucky roll here? Nope. He leaves Brad a clear open shot at the 8 ball in the corner. I'm going to go out and say he's going to make this 8 ball. Just roll it in nice and easy. Nothing special to do here. It's far enough from the rail. It's a full pocket. Down goes the 8, and up goes Brad. 2-0 over John Chapman. Alternate break format will bring John back to the table to break. There's a nice close-up look at John Chapman there. He's not happy, obviously. Off to a rough start. Started out real clean with his first run on the first rack. And that 5 ball in the corner may still be sitting inside his mind. It's a nice look at those beautiful 値ᵉ balls. 𝗔𝗵 Pro Series balls. They're playing on 𝗔𝗺𝗃𝗃 in the Simonis family. You can get 𝗔𝗃𝗃 through Simonis, the Simonis website as well. This is an all ball fouls format. Touching the cue ball with your body or your clothing will be a ball and hand foul awarded to the opponent. With our TV table and a designated ref for this table, you'll be watching for that. Once the tournament dwindles down and we have enough refs for every table, then the main floor will have refs assigned to each table to watch for that as well. Currently, we have a ref for every 2 to 3 tables. So they are acting as area refs being called over to watch hits. Until tomorrow we dwindle down, we should have enough refs for each and every table to make that call lay upon the ref as opposed to opponent's trustworthiness. So far, so good. Brad playing pretty steady and clean here. A solid shot on that 13. But unfortunately, runs into that 4 ball. Does not get back up table for the 10 or out the center for the 9. He does have a path for a bank on the 9 ball, I believe. It's going to be tight, but that's his best option here. He wants to roll up on the rail at least to make it a little bit of a difficulty for his opponent in case he misses. Oh, he has a cut in the side. Okay. I'm surprised he went for the cut in the side because he couldn't get the cue ball back anywhere good for the 10 ball. He's got too many blockers there. The 7, the 8, the 5 ball is a big ball in line with the 10 ball. He wouldn't have a great shot on the 10. I'm surprised he didn't go for the bank to allow more flexibility with the cue ball to have a shot on the 10 ball. Now, it was a good shot off the 9 by John Chapman. However, he fixed the problem for Brad if he gets back to the table, having to shoot the 9 away from that side, the point, the round of the side pocket. He doesn't have any intention of letting him back to the table, however. Running into the 8 ball, but still comes out okay. 7 ball passes, shot on the 6. He can also go up to the 3 ball if he so decides. So not too bad. That 2 ball is an issue right now. You might want to address that next. Because he can safely play the 2 ball without. Oh, look at this. Little slow roll. Bit of side spin took on the object ball because of the nap of the cloth. You'll see it does pull and grab and turn away. It was on track at first, but the side spin took to the cloth, pulled away from the center of the pocket, catching the round and spitting it out. And now he leaves Brad wide open to shoot up his 9 ball. Once again, speed is of utmost importance in this table here. You have a lot more success with rolling balls slowly as opposed to American style pool where we fire the balls in with more forgiving pockets and a lot more forgiving cloth. The balls don't grab as much on, say, Simonis 860 versus this tracking cloth. He hit his mark, not enough gas. Could have given it a little bit more. He had the 6 ball as a stopper ball there, but he allows John Chapman one last chance at this table here. See if John just plays more strategically, blocking shot off the 10 ball, moving his 2 ball to a better position, just leaving the cue ball behind the 8. Oh no, a double kiss sends him over. He's okay. He's okay. He wanted to be on that side of the 2 ball and that half of the table, preventing Brad from being able to shoot his 10 ball in the side pocket. Let's see if he goes for a kick shot here or if he decides to play it off the round of the pocket. Yep, he's looking at the kick shot here. Going up and down to the pocket to kick the 10 ball in the side pocket. He's going to have to give it some speed if he wants to get a shot on the 8 ball, too. So, very risky shot here. He's got to hit this one with good speed, get on the other side of the 8 ball. He may even try 2 rails. Nope, he's just rolling for a safe leave. Playing it conservatively. And gets it off the round of the pocket to a much better position with a lot more options. Having 3 pockets to shoot at for the 10 ball if he gets back to the table. Big pocket there with the 7. Played the cue ball somewhat safely back to the rail. He's got to come up with another 2-way shot here, or just come up with a safety play, position the cue ball. Yeah, I don't know if that's safe enough here. Brad's been pocketing pretty well. That 10 ball is far enough away from the rail to shoot it in the corner pocket with speed and position for the 8 ball. But he's just leaving a tough position route for Brad. So he's dangling the bait to have him go for it. See, he's cueing low to draw back and slide across the table for the 8 ball. See how precise the shot will be. There's a 10-second warning. That's another option to shoot in the corner and bring the cue ball around the table for the 8-3 rails. 1, 2 in the pocket. Yeah, 5-second warning got him. Down goes the 10 balls. Ball in hand for John Chapman and a clear table. Only his balls and the 8 balls stand between him and getting his first rack in this set. I actually like that choice, playing the 10 ball in the corner. I agree with it. If you had cut it properly towards the corner, the cue ball comes around 3 rails on the left side of the 8 ball to shoot it past the 2 and the 3 into that corner pocket. You can also defend against that 2-3. So I like the decision he made. Just didn't work out as he was racing the shot clock. John Chapman with 2 final chip shots here to clear the table. Nice and straight on the 8 ball. Rack number 3 finally gets John his first mark on the scoreboard. He trails 1 game to 2 to Brad Hutchins of Owensboro, Kentucky. Owensboro, the current home of the Kentucky Colonel, Mr. Nick Varner, multiple-time world champion, who is also playing in this event. So you guys can tune in anytime to watch the Kentucky Colonel as well. I'm sure we'll be featuring him on the table at some point. Hey, there's a Earl Strickland signature cue there being used by Brad. That's an oldie but goodie there. Those Earl Strickland fans, feel free. I'll do a shameless self-plug here. Feel free to give me a call, schedule a lesson or some time to spend with Earl if you're in the New Jersey area and you want to come see Earl Strickland. He is current house pro at Sandcastle Billiards in Edison. I'll be glad to set you up with him. He is touring the nation also with multiple other old-time pros and those that are not currently touring, giving lessons and exhibitions. He can still play the game as well. Okay, rack number 4, here we go. Brad Hutchins at the table to break. Nice solid break, 1 point, 2 point, and we have a couple balls down, so the requirements have been met. Okay. There you see a ball marker being used. Newer style ball marker being used that hovers over a template, or can be used a traditional way, multiple ways, standing up or horizontally. Cue balls may only be cleaned at the site of dirt. Referee's discretion. It's one thing they don't want to have too much of players requesting to clean the cue ball every other shot. Cross corner bank is close but no good. How's his cue ball position in the leave? He does cut off a lot of shots for his opponent. Brad playing very smart 8-ball here. Regardless of the style of table, 8-ball is still 8-ball. Strategy will prevail. So you want to take a couple two-way shots and prevent your opponent having any easy shots, especially with this table here. The 6-ball, there's no guarantee whatsoever. Very difficult ball to pocket. Very well played. Great speed. Keeps it in the pocket and blocks his 11-ball. Very nicely done there. Right away, Brad is going to take this opportunity to reclaim that pocket with the 11, knocking the 6-ball in and leaving the 11-ball there. Doesn't want to hit too much. There we go. Well done there by Brad Hutchins. Very well played. Reclaims that pocket and leaves the cue ball long and tough for John. Ball made by John, however. Not so sure he's in a good position here for easy mapping. He might just try to play his opponent's 12-ball in the pocket here. Get it out. Nope, he's just going for the bank. Just went for the straight bank. I would have liked him to see him try to knock the 12-ball in and leave the cue ball there in case he missed the 4. Leaving the cue ball in that bottom right-hand corner of the screen would have left his opponent with no clear shot. He might have been forced to play the 9-ball and clear out his 5. He would have still had the shot on the 7 if the 4-ball had dropped on the bank. A little bit more two-way play there. Now that 12-ball allows him to position, unless he catches the 4-ball. All right, he's got other options. He wants to clear out that 15 and 14 in the top left-hand corner there. See how he does. The 15 is in the center of the table, so it's clear with a full pocket. He's going to bump into the 4, into the rail and out. Off the 14. Very good. That way he can shoot at the same pocket. Towards the rail, I mean. Looking good. He's got to get a good lie on that ball hanging in the corner to come around 2 rails for the 9-ball, or does he go for the 9 now? He was looking to get the 9 cleared now. And a little bit of a lift up in his stance deflected the cue off course, causing him to miss that ball. Yeah, he had a very good lie on the 9-ball to take care of it in the side pocket if he had made that shot. Now everything changes. Claiming that corner pocket, not leaving a shot on the green strike 14 ball. Going behind the back just to play a safety here and knock that ball in. See, that's the strategy I was talking about before, where John could have banked his 4-ball cross side and knocked in Brad's ball that was hanging in the corner earlier. It's a very strong move there to regain control. So the ball rolled in nicely. Let's see what he does here with the 2. He's just going to place the 2 by the corner and nestle up against the 8-ball. I'd like to see him play a safety here. If he can do so, give it enough to get the 2-ball to the rail. And maybe just go up table with the cue ball as well as another option. Because that 7-ball is going to block that 9-14. Excuse me, 10-ball defense 9-14 being pocketed in the corner pocket, so there's no real shot there. They don't line up anywhere. Even playing a carom off one another, don't go to any pockets. So he's just going to have to play cue ball placement here. Give a little separation, maybe just freeze against the 14 ball. If he can, knock the 9 away and freeze the cue ball against the 14, causing his opponent to jack up over it to shoot the 2. Not so sure he can spin the 9 on the side. Good shot there. I think, nope, 5 ball went too far. His idea was to draw back and freeze against the 8 ball, blocking the 2, but the 5 ball will be more in the center of the rail, not allowing for a shot. Obviously, he's disappointed in that outcome. These rails kick a lot more. For those that were not tuned in yesterday, these rails are steel reinforced rails, very bouncy, very lively. You can probably get 7 rails shooting a cue ball around the table easily. So a lot more kick on the rails than he's used to. And back and forth for the 8 ball, looking good if he doesn't go too far. And there you can see his body expressions, his body language expressing he went too far and did hide himself on the 9. May pull out his jump cue here. That he does. Over the 9 to pocket the 8 in the side. He's got a little bit of stretch to the center of the table, but he's a very tall gentleman, so he'll have no problem reaching that. Referee there to see if he catches the ball. Now let's see how high he places his tip on the ball. Yep. It's good. He went too high, too much force. He got up and over the 9 ball easily and the 8 ball. Cue ball in hand. Goes to Brad Hutchins. Great attempt by John, just a little bit too much. As you can see, the cue ball going to the pocket. It was in line, just too far. That's a heartbreaker. Overrunning his position on the 8 ball. Now, Brad Hutchins just going back and forth, side pocket, side pocket, side pocket. This will put Brad up 3-1. But John will get the next break with alternate break format.
If you want 9, 8, ball, whatever you guys want, I'll do it. $3 will be $10.
Down goes the 8, and Brad Hutchins indeed up 3-1 over John Chapman.
Okay, you guys, the 14-1 is the last 2 tables. On the first row of items, we'll now see John Lennon and Scott Daniel. It's the last 2 tables, first row on the left as you walk in.
Just a reminder, 2 more racks, and we'll take our mandatory break for the players. They get a 5-minute break at the same time. I actually like that ruling in the format. Therefore, players cannot utilize their break as part of a mental strategy to cool off their play or stop a run. Or, it keeps the win of the game on more so on merit of play. Of course, there's the mental side of it, and a lot of times that's manipulated to break a player's rhythm or to torture them further looking at a mistake. Plenty of balls across the head string for rack number 5 to meet the break requirements. Yeah, unfortunately, John Chapman not really getting too many chances here, but this one was unexpected. Brad Hutchins was playing pretty steady and consistent. And despite his height and reach, John Chapman going to put the extension onto his cue. Nice clean shot on the 15. Now this is much better cueing we're seeing here by John. Good speed on the ball, not too forceful, a lot smoother stroke. At some point, you've got to settle in and just let your stroke out a little bit. Be a lot smoother and trust your stroke smoothly without being too punchy or nervous or playing so tight. Just roll the ball a little bit around and ease into it. Mentally loose, but physically smooth. There you can hear the timing on the shot there, like more of a clicky sound. Not hitting the ball as smooth as just hitting the other ones, where it was more of like a thump sound than the click. Flat hit on that ball. You can see the different reaction on the cue ball going off course on the shot. Brad here is just going to roll this combination in. Yeah, did not get the result he wanted with the 4 ball off the rail. I wouldn't mind just seeing him tuck the cue ball behind the 4 here and just roll up to the 4, touch it, let it bounce off the rail, and the cue ball stay by the corner pocket. No need to really try to do anything here. Yep, double kiss behind the 2 works just as well.
On table 48, DJ and Henry. Table 48, DJ and Henry. On table 49, James and Quinn. On table 49, James and Quinn. On table 50, Andy and Eddie. On table 50, Andy and Eddie. We need 5 more for the 9-ball game.
Kick attempt is good for a legal hit. Perhaps not what he intended, but let's see the 𝗵𝗺𝗀𝗃 kick. Caught the rail first, but still mission accomplished. Great attempt there. Here's the infamous 𝗵𝗺𝗀𝗃 shot. Coming into play there. Catches the rail, he's going to shoot the 4 into the rail and out, but once again, it's just a safe play anyhow. He says, good hit, do it again. Now, John may be looking at the round of the side pocket, because you can get anywhere on a table off of those rounds. I know in the American pool tables, when you catch the point, go up the rail to the corner or out to the other side pocket. It's a little limited on where you can send the cue ball off the points of an American cut pocket. However, with the snooker style rounded pockets, you can actually virtually hit anywhere on the table off of them. So that's why I was considering that. Coming up a little bit wide on this angle here. Ball in hand will go to Brad. Let's see if he knocks in that 4 ball to clear out the pocket. First off. Now we cannot pocket the ball and call safe. So he has to just reposition the balls for a safe play, or start to go for the run here. The run it is. Took ball in hand for granted there. Wanted to really bring that cue ball back. He wasn't really situated in the stance there. He was up on 1 foot stretching. Just got down and stroked the ball quickly. Not sure if there was a time issue there or not, but very unexpected miss with ball in hand there by Brad. John Chapman, new wind in the sails and a clear open table for these last 3 balls. Just Just draw this back. Is he punching off the rail or trying back? Yeah, he's punching off the rail and over. See, I don't like that. It's not as easy to move these balls on the snooker cloth as it is snooker balls, where they just use more center ball and punch strokes to slide across and around the table, relying upon the rails and more natural tangent lines. You have to stroke the balls a little bit more here, but it was good enough to get a decent shot on the 8-ball, and he gets his second mark on the board. Now only trailing by 1 game with rack number 5. Very good clean shot there. For those of you just tuning in, you are watching the inaugural 2024 America's Ҳейбall Championships. Coming to you live via Zoom broadcast from Quincy, Illinois, at the Oakley-Lindsay Center. We have 64 players, full field of men. We have 27 players in the women's division, and I believe 62 players in the juniors division. Coming up next at 12 noon, we're going to have a couple of our young American boys, up-and-coming players. So you guys can tune back in at 12 noon as well. We have Ricky Evans and Payne McBride coming up next at noon. 2 of our junior players. Remember, this is the home of the Junior National Championships. We are now introducing Ҳейбall. We'll later on be having a wheelchair national championships as well. But the juniors have about 7 different events going on here.
I will take the first 8, and it will be a race to 3.
As you can hear in the background, many tournaments being announced. They have a straight pull high run competition going on now. There's also 8-ball, 9-ball, 10-ball, 3 different age group divisions, as well as boys and girls divisions. So a whole lot going on here, like a 𝗔𝗵𝗆𝗀𝗆. But getting back to our feature table here, Brad Hutchins coming with a good shot on that strike ball. Let's see if he does anything with the 15-10 here. I don't believe he has a clear path at the 10. He's looking at the combination and leaving the cue ball safely up the table if he misses. Otherwise, still leaving a shot and control for him. So very smart play here. Always being mindful of where he's leaving his cue ball. Well, he decided to go around the table. He had full confidence in making that. Does he get a lucky bump off the 12? Look at this. How well did that work out? Comes around 3 rails, bumps the 12 off the 3, and has a straight-in triple combo. Now let's see if he can control that first ball to have a shot in the corner pocket after making this triple combo. Does the 8 get out of the way to the side? It does. He's got to just come straight back and cut the 8 back in the side pocket. He's looking good here. Just draw straight back here. The 1 even bumps him to help him if he runs into it. Or does he have too much angle? Does it go past the 1, or can he draw back into the 1 to hold him for the cut? Let's see. You can't really throw the balls too much here. Or he goes around. Oh, he can draw straight back. That was a pretty quick rack number 6 here. And that goes to Brad once again. So that's 6 racks played. Should be taking our player break at this time. So if you guys want to take a stretch, hit the restroom, come back, or do what you need. We're going to take our mandatory break here after 6 racks. We'll be back in just a few minutes.
Stephen and Caleb on table 53. Stephen and Caleb on 54. Eli and Gabe on table 54. Eli and Gabe. And 5 more for the second 8-ball mini. 5 more for the second 8-ball mini. I need 4 more for the second 8-ball mini, 4 more for the second 8-ball mini. I need 3 more for the 8-ball second mini, 3 more for the 8-ball mini. I need two more for the 8-ball win. Two more for the 8-ball win.
Yep. Stop the clock.
Second equal mini. Christian Jeff, table 43. Christian Jeff, table 43. On table 44, Jake and Andy. Table 44, Jake and Andy. On table 56, Jordan and Timmy. Jordan and Timmy. On table 55, Jackie and Tony. Please come up to the tournament control desk when you win or leave.
All right, gentlemen, you've had your piece without me. I'm back in the booth now. Just like to take care of a couple things and assign some tables for the brackets. You guys can go on to Q-Score and search for the men's or women's Hayball event. You just go to qscore.com and type in Hayball in the search bar. And it'll bring up a list for the men and the women there. You can choose whichever bracket you like. As you see on your screen, we stand 3 games to 4 in favor of Mr. Hutchins. Rack number 7 went to John Chapman. Here we are, rack number 8. And Chapman looking to tie this back up here. The 8-ball's in a funny position for both players. It's going to be a problem. Best option is to move that 8-ball right now, right here. Running into the 8-ball, but risking a chance to bump. But we'll see if they leave it for later. Or if they feel a good run coming up, they can adjust it. Once Brad gets down to the last couple of those balls remaining. I don't think, maybe far enough away from the rail to play it on the side pocket, actually, now that we're looking at it from this angle. Here's the bump on the 8. Much better position now. Perfect. Well played, well done by Brad Hutchins. I guess this Kentucky boy can play, huh? He only had a couple of amateur accreditations to his repertoire, but he may make a stand right here in this event. Nice thin cut on that 3-ball. Safely done. The 8-ball was bumped into position. So now Brad Hutchins taking down rack number 8. And after that break, they are a little re-energized. So we're moving at a bit faster pace here, folks. We're getting down to the nitty-gritty. Second half of the match. Players are now more settled in, playing more aggressively, more confidently, and more consistent.
We got 45 minutes left in the match, guys. 45 minutes left in this match.
Here's the referee letting the gentleman know 45 minutes remaining. They will be given a warning at 5 minutes remaining if it gets that far. No one gets to 7 racks at that point. So to force this match for the duration, John Chapman needs this rack right here. This is the pivotal rack of the match for Mr. Chapman. His back is against the wall, while Brad Hutchins has a little bit more breathing room. It may only look like 2 racks in 8-ball, but with that time factor, it's a big difference. Once again, alternate break format. John at the table. He's in control. It's also an important rack. And unfortunately, cue ball goes side pocket. There'll be ball in hand in the kitchen, anywhere behind the line for this break here. Nice shot on the 2 ball. Cue ball up table nicely and safely done. Smart shot, good play. Making the shot and protecting the cue ball here. Once again, looks like an easy shot on the standard American table, not a problem. On this table, it's very touchy. Ball looks soft going to the round of the pocket. He assumed he was making that ball. Again, that slower speed allows for that side spin to catch the cloth, go off course. So speed is of utmost importance. Center of the table, you can pocket those balls. His aim was off. His line was off anyway to begin with. So it wasn't the cloth that time or the speed. There's still trouble with that pink stripe ball, posing a problem for Brad Hutchins. No good angle to break it out from here, so he's got to play safe. Maybe just tuck behind the 6th ball. Oh no. Okay, he's just covering the pocket. Good play. Very good play there. Positions a 9 to block the pocket. Still has trouble with his pink stripe. Let's see what John does here. He's going to give him that 9 ball and claim the pocket. He came out a little bit too far, giving him a shot and a move on his green striped 14 ball. You can nudge the 14 closer to the corner. Just leave the cue ball in that area, a little bit off the rail. Leaving him a tough shot on the 6 only. If he kicks behind it, we have to see if that 14 ball is frozen to the rail or not, or a legal hit. If it's frozen, that has to be driven to a different rail, or the cue has to get a rail afterwards. So, okay, it was off the rail. Came behind it, hit the ball into the rail actually and out. So that was a legal hit. Got the 14 off the rail. So similar lie on the 6 ball. He does come with a shot. He breaks out the 8 ball here with the 5 and separates them comfortably, or does he go to the 1 first? Yeah, he's going to leave that breakout last. It's a lot of pressure to pocket that. Look at this cue ball right inside pocket. He does survive it. Okay, but there's a lot of pressure here to get good shape on that 8 ball. He winds up with a good bump, but he's got to be careful. He doesn't send that pink stripe to the rail and back out to block the cue ball here.
And Andy on table 49.
Yep, 12 ball came out, blocking a shot on the 8. I'd like to see it a little bit softer, that we can play the 8 in the bottom left-hand corner with a bit better option, or at least I would have tried. Now let's see, is it clear? It is clear, okay. Actually is clear of the corner pocket, as you can see from this angle. It's jacked up against the rail. Does it hold? It does. 8 ball goes down, and he's staying alive. John Chapman coming back within a game. He trails 4 games to 5. We're going into rack number 10, which will be Brad Hutchins' break with the alternate break format.
We are doing another 9 ball mini. First 8, race to 4, $10.
There you can see a nice view of the room. Once again, our junior competitors and our adult men and women. I love seeing our different class levels or different genders playing, and age groups all playing side by side, playing next to their heroes, so they can see right in front of them what they can aspire to. exposing our juniors to these adults is something that we need to see more of here in the U.S. Usually we have just junior events all on their own, pro events, men by themselves, women by themselves, but at least all being under the same roof here, being exposed to one another. It's one big happy family and a lot of exposure and knowledge being shared. A lot can be learned. So we don't get a lot of mixing in our open events. We have a few women that play in the mixed open events with the men. Hardly any juniors in those events. Definitely not any junior females. So at least they can play side by side, even if they're not in the same bracket or the same division. They can at least learn from their neighbors or watch on closely. Not a solid hit on that break there. It is a non-compliant break. We did not meet the points required.
You can make him break again.
So now there are three options. The opponent can have him re-break, he can re-break, or he can take the table as it lies. And now that counts as one non-compliant break against him. Going to re-rack the balls. Let's see what he chose to do here. He's going to have Brad re-break, or John is going to take the break. Now, if there are a total of 3 non-compliant breaks, they are actually penalized 1 rack. Once again, 3 non-compliant breaks. They don't have to be in a row, but accumulative. 3 cumulative non-compliant breaks, not meeting the points rule, will require a re-rack or the option. So it will be a 1-game penalty if he does this 2 more times. So you see 1 ball across the head string. No balls pocketed, so only 1 point net. So that is considered a non-compliant break. There's a nice solid square hit. We had 4 balls across the head string. That meets the requirements. Still no balls pocketed, however. So John Chapman will approach the table as it lies. His first choice. Not a whole lot of choices there as he's hidden behind the 7 ball. You got the 10 ball, possibly the 15, maybe the 5. He's just looking to play safe here, or is he playing the 15? He's looking to play the 15, and he does. Nice shot there. Good opening shot for John Chapman. He does bump the 14 off the rail into a better position. Not enough to pass the 3, but much better than being stuck on the rail by the side. Now looking to play the 10 ball. Hangs it in the pocket. Not too bad. Good speed, tough shot. At least he's claimed the corner pocket there for now. Brad Hutchins can play the 1 in the side pocket. Bump that brown stripe away from there. Might go clean. So he plays it off it. Yeah, he just plays it clean. Could have caused a problem ball for his opponent, but right now just looking to clear out some balls and get a better layout for his group of balls. Going to claim this corner pocket now with the 4 ball, knocking the 10 ball in. Oh, he did not want to open up the pocket like that. That was a wasted turn right there. He wanted to keep that 4 ball there. Hit a lot easier. Once again, these rails are very lively with a steel reinforced plate behind there. Checking over the 12 ball, he has to be careful. All ball fouls. He does pocket it.
I need 1 more for 9 ball.
Get all the time ball in nicely. Nice and easy. Maybe gets a kick on the 14 out. Nope, does not get the 14 out. Just looking to claim the pocket. He does block it for the 6 ball, but he does leave the 6 ball open for the other corner. Let's see if Brad can come with a shot here on the 6 and knock his 3 into a better position. It's going to be tough. Yep, he's going to come down table for the 5 and 7.
Second 8-ball match. Jackie has the score sheet, and he is on 55. Please go to Jackie for the second 8-ball match.
Wide on the 5 ball. Doesn't cover the pocket. Leaves it open. Yeah, he way overcut it from the start there. Short little pokey stroke. Does not do the job here. Those balls will take off of those punchy shots. 𝗔𝗺𝗲𝗵𝗀𝗀 looking for the run now. Not the friendliest of kisses off the 2 ball. Now what to do with this last 14 ball? I don't like his options here. He's trapping himself, leaving himself only 1 ball, easy to hide for his opponent. All he can do is just roll up, make a legal hit, make the 3 roll contact, or leave the cue ball there. He's looking at cue low and do something more than that. I don't know what he's looking at it for, a kick here or not. No, just make a legal hit, leave the cue ball locked up with that 14 and 3. Just cut off most of the possibilities for his opponent. Now he's looking to kick it somewhere. I don't know where he's looking. Kick 3 rails to the corner. That's very brave. Very brave shot. Trying to get shape on the 8, coming with something. I think he's being way too aggressive there. Now, I've tried some crazy things in my time, but that's a little overboard, especially on a Chinese 8-ball table, hay-ball table. Kick 3 rails in position on the 8. Good try, though. Now, here's what I was mentioning before. Just leaving 1 last lonely ball on the table and no lead ball to it. Nothing else to worry about for Brad other than protecting that 1 ball with a lot of blockers. It's going to be tough for John to pull this one out here. Even though he only has 1 ball on the table versus the 5 for his opponent. A lot more options for those other balls on the table. It's a short hop. He jumped over 2 balls last time. He was this close to the 8 ball. Jumping over. But he does. He learned his lesson from that last jump. Does he get a lucky fluke here? Off the 8 into the corner? Nope. But he does get the corner coverage. So not a bad shot at all. Not a bad result. He learned his lesson from jumping over 2 balls when he was trying to make the 8 ball last time. That distance is shortened up a little bit. Good speed. He's still the corner, but once again, this is not a cold shot game, so it would count if he went in the other corner. He did have a good chance there.
Stephen and Avery, 60. Stephen and Avery, 60. On 59, I have April, G, and Christian. April, G, and Christian.
folks. Let's see what Brad does here with ball in hand in rack number 10. Looking to get his 6th mark on the scoreboard to get on the hill here. There's the cue ball safe behind the 8. Looking to hang the 4 ball up in the corner. Two-way shot there. Makes the 4, can play the 2. Hangs the 4 and leaves him kicking. 𝗵𝗺𝗀𝗋 on the kick on the 14. Let's see how he does here. Good hit, and cue ball follows into the corner pocket. Ball in hand once again. Now there's no 3 foul rule here. Only a penalty for 3 non-compliant breaks throughout the set. I was going to say 6 ball will hang on that. Caught the rail on the way, but good speed. Perfect speed. For a cross corner bank or cross side bank here. Let's see. High ball blocks across side. So cross corner bank here, or he's going to cut it to the corner off the 4. Big pocket off the 4. Yep, just caught it too full, the double kiss out. Now Brad has his table to run here. 5, 2, 4, 8. The only touchy shot he has to worry about coming between the 2 and the 8. No problem there. I'm not sure I would go this shot first. I would go to the 2 ball, then come back for the 4. I guarantee you a shot on 2, unless he has too much angle to hold it and he's going to save himself. He wants to make sure he gets that 14 out of there. Okay, played it. Now it's tougher position. If there's enough room for the 8 to get by the 14, okay, no problem. Maybe he didn't like the positioning possibilities, having to come off the rail for the 8 ball if he used the 4 to get on the 8. The ball rolls in nicely. Now, there must be enough room. Yes, we can see better from this angle here. Plenty of room for that 8 ball to pass. And on the hill he goes in rack number 10. Brad Hutchins of Kentucky, leading 6 games to 4 over John Chapman, Stockton-on-Tees, UK. It's again race to 7 alternate break format. Rack 11 will bring John to the table to break. Not sure how much time is left on the match, but we may look at a score of 7 being reached before the time runs out. Once again, our next match, our 12 o'clock match scheduled will be our once 2 junior players, now aging out, the juniors, Ricky Evans and Payne McBride, soon aging out, 2200. But they are both entered into the pro men's event here for the hay ball. Very capable players.
Seconds left, sir. The match.
Either break was compliant, but nothing dropped. Open table. Brad Hutchins taking the low balls, solids. We're going to get on the 1 ball next. If he makes this 2, got there, but no 2 ball. John's clear on the 10 ball in the corner here. He can draw into the 14 and knock it out for a shot. Nicely done. Very well done there. Again, claiming the corner pocket by dropping the 2 ball, leaving the 14 there at this time, and leaving the cue ball on the short rail at the bottom of your screen, or you can go up table with the 12 in the corner, 15 in the side. Does not get on a 13. I was assuming he would keep that 15 in the side for later on. He could have played the 12 forward, getting a tougher shot for his opponent, or, as I mentioned in the first place, leaving the cue ball at the bottom of the screen. A much more safer shot. Once again, the players get a 45-second shot clock here, 30-second extension. 1 time per rack. Here's the 3 ball thick, catching the long rail on that shot. Easy lie for John. Looking at the orange 13 in the corner, pink 12 in the side. And he can shoot the 11, the 9, or 9-11, and leaving the 14 last to position for the 8 ball. Ball can go on the side or 2 corner or 1 corner. Go. I like the 9 ball, 11 ball, 14 ball in the bottom right hand corner is same as the 8 ball. It's nice and easy. Don't count too far. He's okay. A little bit further than what he wanted to, but he didn't want to take a chance shooting 11 in the top of your screen there in the corner, because you could get blocked by the 1 ball. To give a little bit extra, shoot the 11 in the bottom left-hand corner of the screen, as you see here. Not a problem. He just has to bear down and make this ball. Cue ball's natural. No good. No good. Shot it right to the long rail. Bank on the one and gets the 11 out and goes in the corner. What a great bank shot there by Brad Hutchins. Very confident shot there. Once again, very smart 8-ball player. Three ball is going to be touchy, but makeable. Good shot selection here. The cue ball easy for the 2. Keeps the pocket covered. Well done there. It looked like it was off first, like what would normally be a skid shot upon contact from the cue ball to the object ball. Say Simonis golf on an American table, but with the hay ball table, it caught just right, turned into the pocket, grabbing the nap of the cloth there. You see the balls turn differently upon contact. Different types of strokes on the cue ball. A little lucky on the 8, but it'll be all right. A little punchy on that 2 ball, but 8 ball on the side looks good. Go either way, but I like the side pocket. Leaves the cue ball tougher in case of a miss. Also a wider and friendlier side pocket as opposed to the corner pockets. Opposite on the hay ball table than the American table. As long as it shows the cue ball not to scratch in the corner. And not enough gas on the 8, but like I said, a better leave on the cue ball. He could have put away the set right there, but he was leery of that cue ball in the corner pocket. Better safe than sorry. One last attempt here to stay alive for John Chapman. See how he leaves the cue ball. I believe it's in the middle of the table. There are possibilities here. There are possibilities of 8 ball in the corner. It just has to be an all-out offensive shot here. And well done. In the jaws, it hangs. All pressure on John Chapman here. Great attempt by Brad. Well struck. Just the hair off for the set. John Chapman had another chance to stay alive here. Got to play it safe here. I'm behind the 11. Very touchy shot. He was hoping to run into the 11 ball, get it off the rail, and get a good shot on it, but does not get the safety. This is going to be the 8 ball for the set. Game, match, set. Victory goes to Brad Hutchins, 7 games to 4. All right, folks, we'll be back in just a little bit for the 12 o'clock match. 2 young American players here, Ricky Evans and Payne McBride, coming up next.
Okay, juniors, remember the 14-1 challenge is the last 2 tables of the diamond, first table on the left, last 2 tables towards the back wall. See Mr. Johnny when you get there.